talking to a young soldier, okay? And I meant what I said. We're so fucked up, God can't help us. If you choose to be an asshole, God doesn't tamper with that. That's what's happening in the black community. You can't even speak to black women. They act like they've lost their fucking minds. Some brothers act the same damn way. I almost had to fight a brother one morning on the train because I said good morning. Now that was truly off the track for me. To have to fight your own people because you said good morning. Now the brother went off the deep end and was standing up me, post up ready to fight. I said, brother, that's what I thought to myself. I don't want to kill my own brother, okay? On public transportation because there's witnesses everywhere. Now I got to go to jail for a damn fool. So what I did was gave him complete control. I said, okay, brother, I'm kind of stupid. Can you help me? He goes, what? I said, okay. Please help me understand how my acknowledging your humanity is offensive. He threw his head up to think. You can see the dust flying out of his fucking ears. He hadn't until the thought so fucking long. He threw his head back to think for about 10 seconds. He couldn't come up with nothing. He leveled back off and went, fuck you, nigga, and walked off. Now, everybody looking at me like, wow, what happened? And I'm going, hell if I know. Okay? All I knew is if you give a damn fool control, okay, he doesn't know how to handle it. Hopefully he'll do what he did, but in most cases, they want to spring on you, as they say, or bust your jaw. Oh, this is what the problem is with us. We don't know how to resolve simple situations. As I said, nobody ever taught black folks how to think. They told you what to think, and most of us don't like responsibility.
All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, YAHAWAHSHI'S, Rakah, Hadash, the belongs apostles of GMS, and sincere shalom to the brothers out here pushing the truth and sincerity. So the elders on to something with that last part, because you see how Jake is on a daily basis, because we are told what to think in the society. If we knew how to think in this society, it'd be catastrophic for Esau. Because you want to know how? Because the truth awakens us. But this is how we break out of that mindset, the elephant mindset. Because Esau is the one who broke us down, beating us time and time again, pitting us up against each other. I mean, you look at even sports; it's a goddamn coliseum. But this place in general, all of Babylon is a coliseum. Why? Because Jake is fighting each other on a daily basis, day in, day out. It just never stops. Now the killings are there, the fighting's there, sleeping with other wives. The list goes on. So this is Isaiah 29:16. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made it me not? Or shall the thing say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" So Esau's been molding and doing all sorts of things that made everything that made sense become nonsense. And this is a ongoing problem that Esau will pay for all the atrocities that he's done to us and to this world, or to this earth in general. You see, all this stuff is short-sighted, as it's meant not to last long, and things won't get better till this place is ultimately destroyed. Now a lot of Jake before this place crashed will start as the struggle continues until that dollar burst. There will be a reformation of of our people, especially our women, coming back onto some form of order. But this will be mostly for the elect's sake. You see, the Lord gave Esau the power to flip things upside down, but we're slowly seeing things being turned downside up through the Lord's heavenly power. So it's only a matter of time. This is Ezekiel 20:32. It says, "And that which cometh into your mind shall not be at all that ye say, we will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries to serve wood and stone. And how that Jake was describing how that man was, he is just like how Esau is. I mean, a lot of our people really are, but the mannerisms, how they act, it all shows, it all tracks. It's just like Esau, and Esau is giving his spirit onto our people to act like that. I mean, if you look at like at some of the commercials, like how they do the caveman. I ain't talking about just Geico, but some of the other caveman shows they bonky each other's head on or with clubs and stuff, like the Flintstones. That should tell you how uh what's the word I'm looking for? Not irresponsible, but just down and dirty and monkeyist of them. Yes, I made that word up. But how much of a brute nature they are, and our people act like that. Why? Because we follow actors who are captorians. We see it time and time through not just with Esau, but even going back to the Egyptians, the Assyrians, and of course even leading up to Rome. And it's been we you have to understand this is nothing new. This is just being shown as something worse. How our people act. Each captivity has made our progression, or should I say degression, worse and worse. To the point it's unlike anything we've ever seen before, even in history. So it goes to show you how far we can fall just from how the Lord puts us. This is Job 11 and 20. Sorry for the speech problems. I just woke up and said I got to do a video on it. It says, "But the eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hope shall be as the giving up of the ghost." And that's sorry. Hold on, something happened. Right, there we go. But it says, "The eyes of the wicked shall fail, and they shall not escape, and their hopes shall be as the giving up of the ghost." And you see, this is one of the biggest things with our people because they really want to see this place succeed, like every other captivity we've been into. The thing is, the more they see their power fall, the more they start to go bonkers. And then once they see this place crash, all the hopes and dreams they had of this place is completely vanished. Why? Because giving too much to the gods they love, while not being placed anywhere, giving mere scraps, and then when they can't earn those scraps no more, that break our people. Who knows what their God was going through to be talking to the elder like that? But that's a lot of our people, even with the women. And soon enough, the empire is going to go collapse, and they can either go even worse, or they could be put back into the right femininity they need to have for that wake up call. And of course, with us, we're survivors, especially when it comes to the Lord's hopeful elect. He provides. He provides the tools we need to survive. While things get hectic and worse out here before the bubble even bursts, and even when the bubble bursts of this place, right? So there's a lot that's going to happen. There's a lot that's going to change, and there's nothing these people can actually do about it. And that's what they hate. That is the one thing they hate about that, right? That was another scripture that was in my mind that now that I actually mentioned that, can't exactly remember what it was. Uh, I probably find it later if I recall it. Let me get this scripture real quick as well, and I might end it on that. This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I arise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." That includes Esau, because every nation had some form of hand in our captivity, not just with this one, but I'm talking about even with the other captivities, the other captivities we done had. There's a lot more to this rabbit hole than we think, than a lot of people think. That's why even with this guy saying we have to do better, black family, there is no better. The only better that we can do is what the scripture said: wait upon the Lord, because that is the only way things are going to get better. See, and that's why going back to Job 11 and 20, it says it all right there. The little hope they have is going to be dashed to pieces. That's right, it's going to be dashed to pieces. Speaking of which, I think the scripture I'm thinking of, actually I see it right here, which is 2 Corinthians 4 and 2. He says, "In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of YAHAWAHSHI, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them," which would be shining unto the elect. So it'd be for the hopeful elect, so I can. Because a lot of these people are basically non-believers. Even some of us, probably before we came in with non-believers, we walked amongst all types of life. But these people that are said to be 2/3, and Lord willing, that me and various brothers are of the hopeful elect, we see the difference between us and them, and how much of a change we had. Even if a lot of us end up not being the hopeful elect, we at least got to witness something of something of greater value to look forward to have that understanding that we not only just had a chance, but we witnessed how we can be much more than what we were back in that life. So, and then we get to see, on top of that, we get to see our enemy fall, and then the Lord places us back in our rightful rulership. And that's the better life for the Israelite family. Because the black family is doomed. Just going to lay that on the table. The black family is doomed. It's the Israelite family that matters the most. And that's what the Lord is going to set back into rightful rulership. So, well, this is a little edifying, but that shalom.